So today
we're reviewing
Night Swim.
Prepare yourself.
So we're kicking off 2024 with a bang here.
Yeah.
And we started out. I recommended this movie to Ty. See Night Swim. I don't know why.
It was a hot mess.
But yeah, Ty, what were your initial thoughts of Night Swim?
Well, it just wasn't good at all. Wasn't executed properly. Good production shots. They got nice cameras. That's the best part about it.
Good water.
yeah
Good water. Yeah.
clean water. Initial thoughts. I had really high expectations for this movie. The first trailer that came out, they put James Wan attached to it, and once again, this is an example of false advertising. This was not directed by James Wan whatsoever.
No.
And I almost, it's funny because I almost put this in my top anticipated, not my top, but like in the top 5 of most anticipated movies, and thank goodness I didn't do that.
Goodness gracious.
Because this was just a hot mess from the very beginning to the end. I'll get into more specifics here in a second, but this has just really let me down and just disappointing because I think the concept is good, but they just really went really low effort from what we saw.
Yeah, this was a really bad idea for me to recommend this movie. I don't know what I was seeing. The trailer looked really good. But wow. Yeah, this is not a good start to 2024. Todd, do we want to go into positives first?
Positives. Cameras. They had nice cameras.
Yeah, like you said.
Yeah,
The camera shots.
Yeah, it's
True.
quality
Yeah.
footage on the screen.
I agree.
It's not blurry. Things are in focus.
Basically.
And I did like the idea of the folklore behind it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Jake.
Yeah, I'll second that. The whole concept, and they only talked about it for a few seconds, but basically why the pool is haunted, so to speak. That whole concept was pretty cool, and just the thought of it.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. There was a couple of shots that were definitely scary, as far as just like if you're in a pool, drowning is, I feel like everyone should be afraid of drowning. So whenever you have scenes like that, I mean, that's gonna be an obvious, interesting aspect to a movie. And I'd say some of the actors in the movie did an okay job. I thought some did better than others.
There's not that many positives.
Yeah, I liked the concept of having one of the main leads be a ex MLB player.
Yeah.
And that was kind of cool. It has nothing to do with this movie as far as like being a horror movie, but I thought that was an interesting subplot. That's where and I'm really nitpicking for positives because there was just not a lot there. And there was a couple of scary shots. I'll give them that. But the only reason they were scary is because you couldn't see what was happening. It was like kind of, I can't spoil it, but there was a couple of scary sequences.
Yeah, there's not many positives here. There was some okay acting.
Yeah.
The main monster, like long-haired thing, was kind of creepy for scenes. And then, like Ty said, the cameras were good quality cameras that were used. So, Ty, what were
Does
the
anybody know the main character, the guys, what movies he's played in? I think he looks so familiar or something.
You can tell he's a well-known actor. The way
he can act.
Yeah, I mean, the parents did an okay job. The daughter did okay. I thought
Okay, but yeah, why don't we go to negatives? Ty, what are the negatives, man?
The biggest negative for me, I think it started off way too slow. We keep talking about the concept. If they would have just started it way earlier and talked about it more, gave us some more of an idea of what we're actually watching, it could have been better. But it was just a hot mess, man.
yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
It was smoking pot when they was making this movie.
Yeah, this is bad.
I think Ty hit on the head there. I mean, this was just a very poorly put together movie. I mean, the camera quality was good, but I mean we're in 2024 here. I mean, the camera quality should be what we're looking for. You could just tell, like, other than a couple rare shots that were pretty scary, the most of the movie was like, it reminded me of Boogeyman. It was like CGI, like computer work, where like things didn't look real at times, and it's like, why not just put someone in a costume? Like, how hard is that? I mean, that would have added to some of the fear factor stuff here. I mean,
it wasn't scary.
No, it was not scary. The only thing that got a reaction out of us was someone someone falling and glass involved. And also the pacing was a major issue. Apparently this movie was only 90 minutes. It felt like
Really?
2.5 hours.
90 minutes?
Someone said it was an hour and a half.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It was
Felt like
dragging.
5 hours.
Yeah, I mean 90 minutes should fly by. Because I mean we watched John Wick 4 and that felt like it was a 10-minute movie and it's 2.5 hours. So the pacing was really bad, and like you just said, it's a horror movie that I thought was gonna be really scary, and it was not scary at all. Outside of a couple shots that were like didn't make us jump at all, other than just grimace at one scene. And it's just disappointing because I had really high expectations for this movie, and it let me down.
Yeah, it's just the negatives. Yeah, it wasn't scary. The acting was it's not like the best. I mean, there's a lot of awkward scenes. It's really slow. I looked over at Ty at one point. I'm thinking, like, this is not looking good right now. Just thinking something really crazy is going to happen because the first scary scene happens, and I was like, okay, that really wasn't that scary, but okay, maybe it's just building up. They don't really explore a lot of the stuff for the pool that I thought they would. So anticlimactic. It's not scary. I mean, it's just awkward. It's slow. It felt like it was a 5-hour movie. This is pretty bad. I mean, we're in January, but trailers looked really good for this.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
this is
right now,
bad.
the first trailer. Ever since I even told you I was getting skeptical.
The TV spots look good.
Some of those shots look cheaply made. Like the shot of the face outside the water. That should not look that fake.
Okay, well,
What scene?
Remember, like you see, like the shot. You saw it when the boy falls off the diving board. It's just it's the face of just like a non-real. Like you need to have like someone standing there, and you had to. I'm not saying you can have CGI. I mean CGI isn't.
Well, why don't we go into our final thoughts and score? Tom.
Score. I'm riding with the D.
So out of 10.
So out of 10.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No,
Okay,
you're
out of
good.
10,
You can give a letter grade too.
Out of 10, I'll do a 2.
Ooh, damn.
So Jake, your score?
You know, this usually during a movie I'm feeling like a 7 and 8. Like I'm thinking about that during the movie, but this one never crossed my mind. I was like, when is it gonna give me a reason to?
When's it gonna start?
When's it gonna start? And like, when's it gonna pick up here? You know what? Unfortunately, it was a very below average. I can't deny that. A couple shots, and because of that, I'm gonna go a little higher and give it a 2.5.
Whoa! What?
But
What gave you the extra 2.5?
there's a couple of shots that were interesting. You know what?
The dad got screwed.
You know what? Never mind. I'm going with it.
Yeah, he got screwed, man.
Exactly. No,
Just left him out
the
to dry.
ending was not satisfying whatsoever. We had to come up with our own ending to make it darker. So I'm not gonna give it credit for that. We came up with that. Just sitting there, and the biggest reaction I got was when Ty looked at me at the end of the movie. I was like, so you know what? I gotta go with a 2, and that's because of the 2 interesting. Okay, 1 point for the couple interesting scares. Or scary shots, the HD quality, and the concept
Yeah.
too.
My point is just the concept, just the fourth one.
Yeah.
It was fun, but they started it way too late.
Yes.
So I don't know what the lowest score I've given on a movie review is. I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 10. I mean, and I don't even. I guess 1 is like the baseline. I've never
You
given
think
a movie
Marvel's
a
more than
0.
Which one?
I think Marvel's is better. Somehow.
I wouldn't give it there.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, maybe not. I honestly,
It wasn't woke.
this movie. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like there wasn't politics in it, but I mean, this was really bad. And
That's a good point. That there was no like political stuff in it. It was just like a regular movie, but it was just bad.
It was just
sucked.
bad, yeah.
Yes.
It sucked,
Right.
Yeah.
And see exactly. And see,
It was just bad.
And that's just our opinion on that. Like it doesn't have to just be a non-political thing.
Yeah.
Like it could be still a bad movie. It just.
it's just bad. There's some movies that are actually produced well and have the credit,
Yeah.
but like this is just.
And as a
And
baseball.
all the spoilers, like the ending of this movie. I mean, it's
Yeah.
absolutely like insulting. I was so confused.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really bad. I give this 1 out of 10. I honestly think the Marvels is better. I don't know how that's possible, but some of the action that was better than this, and that's where the point goes. So I give it a 1 out of 10. This movie's dog crap. Jeremy John's review is great, is accurate if that's what he gave it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got nothing else to say about this movie.
Yeah, I mean, as a baseball reference, it was a giant swing and a miss. So,
For sure.
and we're starting off 2024 with a interesting start to the movie.
Sure.
Todd, we got to get you back from the
Yeah, we gotta do
Yeah, oh
something.
no, we're definitely
Halloween, then this, third one gotta be the charm.
Zach really dodged the
Is
bullet.
that, seriously, is that the last movie we saw with you?
Yeah.
Oh my
Halloween.
god. Yeah, so that's strike two. So we need next movie we see has got
Gotta
to
be amazing.
Do some research. Like it's, I gave it a 2 out of 10. Ty gave it a 2 out of 10. Kenny gave it a 1 out of 10. Does not get the Movie Mania seal of approval at all. But the only thing I can think of as a positive is maybe the horror films here on out will be better than this. Hopefully. Because again,
so.
we're horror fans. We like horror movies. So just come on.
Just
This is
goes to
2024.
show
Let's
Yeah, it's gonna be a good year.
yeah. So let's bounce back. Rough start, but you know what? It's a long year ahead of us. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.